This is a really sweet message that I am honored to share with you today. This is about love. This is about you and who you are. And the first big message Spirit wanted me to tell you is that the love that you have given to other people, especially when it comes to romantic interests, past relationships, that love, that energy is going to be returned to you. No, it was not a waste. No, it was not for nothing. So you're the type of person who really enjoys romance. You really enjoy being in a relationship, and you fight for it. You fight for what you love, and you are very dedicated to having a healthy relationship, a connection in general. I think that the other side to that is that you've been faced with a lot of battles in love that you haven't necessarily won. So you've been experiencing some type of misfortune, some type of chaos, or like, I just see an image of like a house burning down. God forbid that happened to you, but it feels like the foundations that you've built with people, the structure was lost in battle, but you fought really hard for it. Your spirit guides are saying, please don't ever think for a second that that energy has gone unseen. Remember, we live in a very spiritual world environment. Yes, 3D practicality is all around us, but we live in a very spiritual place. We are souls having a human experience and not the other way around. So don't lose that love that you have inside. The numbers 214, 234 are coming through. Maybe right now you're feeling a little out of touch or out of connection with your body. Maybe you're not really feeling like yourself. This is definitely a confirmation to just make sure you're eating clean, eating light, and staying on your feet, moving your body, lifting some weights, sweating a little bit, doing some cardio, like long walks that are at a brisker pace, or jump roping. Maybe you could genuinely have just done that, or maybe you have plans later after this reading to do so, but that's just a confirmation and something that I was guided to say. I did actually just get this new deck. I was in San Diego at a place called Totem Trilogy, and they have a vegan cafe. They have outside yoga. It's not a studio, it's basically like a little small platform. And then they also have a metaphysical shop. And I was hearing the call to get a new deck. So this is the deck that I got. On the back of the deck, we have the 8 of Staffs, 8 of Wands. So that is forward movement. That is fire sign energy. That is momentum and action. Let me show you another card. Whoops. Okay, we have the Queen of Staffs. Okay, so lots of fire sign energy coming through. Love to see that today. But this deck, if you are interested in it, it is called Tarot of a Moon Garden, or the Tarot of a Moon Garden. Let's keep this reading going. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Also, the number 125 is coming through as well. Let me know in the comments how this reading resonates with you today. I really love to hear the confirmations and synchronicities that we may have in common through this reading. Oh! We've got one to fall on the ground, and we've got some devil energy. We've got some Hierophant energy. So that's Earth sign, Capricorn with the devil, and Taurus with the Hierophant. Now, before I even look at the card on the ground, I'm already getting a message. Your spirit guides really want you to stay. Yes, and then I see even more confirmation here with the 5 of Cups and then the Sun in reverse. peeking up there. So this is a message for you to not, it's for you to ground yourself while you're experiencing the worst part of your love life. I feel like you guys have gone through it recently and you're feeling a little hopeless. You're feeling a little apathetic towards love. Like, why is this happening to me? I have so much going for myself, but why not this one thing? And I think with that sun in reverse, it's like your spirit guides are urging you to make sure that you're doing things in your day that just make you feel happy. Some of you literally need to be in the sun. In the northern hemisphere, it is warming up a bit and we are in the spring season. So take advantage of that vitamin D. The sun is genuinely one of the most powerful energy sources in our existence, okay? So definitely do that. And then the sun also talks about, I want to look at it though. I'm still new to this deck, so okay, so we have a beautiful, it doesn't look like she's a child, but typically with the sun, we see a child. It looks like she might be 10, okay? So that's so random, but I'm going to take it. Who were you at 10 years old? What were you doing? Who did you want to become? What types of things were you interested in? So when I see the sun in reverse, I automatically feel like in order for you to gain grounding and get back into the present moment in life, you really need to water your inner child. Like, and maybe it's not the child, maybe it's like the 10-year-old, the preteen. How can you water that energy? I love this card so much. It's so special to me. And I love that this young girl is on this unicorn waving like a pink or purple flag. I just feel so like this person feels special and they feel optimistic and they're not looking back. They're not looking around. They're just in the moment. They're not even faced forward. It's interesting. It's like they're just trusting in wherever the unicorn is taking them. So let's see what this card is that fell on the ground. We've actually got two cards that fell on the ground. We've got the Knight of Staffs, which is the Knight of Wands, and we have the Four of Swords. I love these cards. They are so beautiful, so magical. Maybe you're seeing this today because you need to tap into your whimsy, like your inner fairy, or just the whimsy of life. Like, stop taking life too serious. Do things that are unconventional and unplanned. Have an experience or an adventure that you wouldn't normally do. I know I talk about this book in so many of my readings, but The Artist Way has genuinely helped me tap back into my whimsy and see life from a different perspective, one that's more lighthearted and just free. And I think that's how you're being guided too. So with the Knight of Staffs and the Four of Swords, what I hear from this is like, okay, because the Four of Swords is the first card I did see when I flipped it over. This is like, okay, we have rested enough. We have rested enough. The Knight of Wands is like, let's get back out there. Let's get back on the horse. For some of you watching this is a confirmation that you need to start dating again. You need to go out on dates and have experiences, get to know people. And something I am hearing very clearly is that not every person you go on a date with, not every person you date long term is going to be your forever person, but you can have faith and know that in knowing that this person was brought to you for a reason. There's another confirmation of the child coming through. What TV shows did you watch when you were younger? What movies did you watch when you were younger? You definitely should do that. That is going to give you some confirmations or signs, communication from the divine. Yes, there's something in there for you, but it's time for you to get back into the whimsy of life, or at all for the first time, and give things a chance. I'm hearing some of you need to loosen up on your type. Some of you are not going to like that I said that, but there could be experiences for you that you may not have envisioned for yourself. So that Knight of Staffs is like, just do it. Just be led by your heart. Okay? Like, screw what your mind thinks. Screw what your mind is telling you. What does your heart feel? What does your soul feel? I think if a lot more people led with that, we would see a different type of world. Now, with the devil coming through, this is immediately I heard toxic thinking patterns. And now we have the Hierophant. It was reversed, but now it's not. This is so interesting. So ground those toxic thoughts. And then for some of you, the Hierophant and the devil and the Knight of Staffs and the Four of Swords, it's like some of you need to loosen up a little bit and not be so prudish. Go have a wild experience. Go have a fun time. Let's continue to see what comes out. I did put those cards back in the deck, so we'll see if they make another appearance. What does the collective need to know right now about all of this energy? Some of you are musicians. I didn't mean to say that before. Or you just really have such a deep love for music. Some of you play an instrument or really, really enjoy the guitar. What does the collective need to know? This is very random, but stripes. Stripes have been such a big theme of my life. They've been popping up out of nowhere. I'm staying at a friend's house and we've got some stripes on the bed. I look out, I see stripes on the outdoor floor mat. Where I was staying in San Diego, tons of stripes. Maybe this is a good time for you to experiment with different patterns in your wardrobe, or even accessories, or home furnishings. But I think what that message is like, there is something about a remodel, a makeover, or trying to do something different. And I'm hearing, screw what the haters think. Like, if people are going to judge you for experimenting with your taste, they're not your people, and their opinions are irrelevant to your life, okay? Let's see, Spirit, what else does the collective need to know about this message today? One more card. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. We have the Two of Staffs, Two of Wands in reverse. So what I heard with this is internal battles. Again, the message to lead with your heart, lead with your soul, get out of your mind. You're thinking too much about when and where and how, and you're missing things. You need to really lead with the intuition. Like, the King of Cups is a very intuitive energy. The King of Cups is a masculine who is emotionally mature, emotionally secure. And this Two of Wands in reverse, it's like we're feeling a little stuck. We know where we want to go. We know where we want to be. But we're a little uneasy about the path and how to achieve it. And I think that's where you're receiving so much contradiction or friction. That's what I meant to say. That's where you're receiving so much friction, because this love energy is not practical. It's not a structured thing. Maybe a lot of you are type A watching. Maybe you have this vision of how you want things to go, and it's just not happening that way. And the message for you is to let go of that and lead with your soul. It doesn't matter what, maybe you have this person and situation mapped out in your head. Let me just say, if it's meant to be, it's always going to be, but it's like you're leaving some things on the table. I'm going to get one more card to help with this channeled message. We've got the Four of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Cups. The Tower on the back of the deck. What type of change needs to happen for you to just let go and be more present? Present in your soul. That is how you're being guided. Allow the change to happen. Allow the shocking, crazy event to take place. There's something about rigidity, giving something a chance that is unconventional. There's something that you need to change. And I think the more you let this fire energy overwhelm you, the sooner you will find some freedom in your love life. This reading today makes perfect sense because we have like 7 planets in the sign of Aries right now. Wild experience. I read somewhere that we haven't had all of this Aries energy and Aries stellium in like 2,000 years. For me as a Libra, I feel just very focused and grounded, but very turned up to like make my desires come into fruition, to work harder towards my career and things like that. But I know a lot of people are really struggling with rage and anger and being impatient. So my heart is with you. Tune into some of this Libra grounding energy. I'm sending that to you. But I love that you're being guided to really let go, let loose, lead with your soul during all of this. I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you know any Aries, that's how they move. They move from their soul. They move from their heart. They don't think too much. That can be their downfall sometimes. But they are not the type of person that always leads with logic. And I think we could all learn something from the Aries placement. Definitely look and see where all of this Aries energy is transiting your birth chart. The app that I love and use every single day is Astro Future. No, this is not a paid sponsored ad. I love that app so much. It was shared with me by a very credible astrologer that I have known for quite some time. So definitely look to see, where is all this Aries energy transiting for you? I am being guided to get one more message for you, and this is what you can expect next in love should you take that free-spirited perspective, that fire energy, leading with your soul versus the mind. So we're getting more into the fire sign energy versus that air sign energy. But it's kind of one and the same, but it is a little different. Air signs tend to lead with their mind versus their heart. So you need to know that you are so attractive. Seriously, like, you're experiencing a little bit of imposter syndrome. You need to be sharing this beauty with the world. Like, I'm just being guided to say it would be so highly favorable for you to share your face with the world through social media. You would get a lot of love and good feedback, great attention from doing so. I think that you are out of touch with your power. Showing up as the King of Wands in reverse, like, do you not know how beautiful, handsome, confident, regal, did I say powerful? Yeah, you need to look up what the King of Wands means. It's in reverse, and I don't really like that for you. I think what this really is feeling a lack of confidence, feeling a lack of drive, maybe not feeling inspired to be this free, whimsical energy that sorry, I thought I saw a crow or a raven. It is safe for you to be yourself. The right people are going to be so drawn to you, so attracted to you. You have nothing to fear with who you are and how that will be perceived. Just be yourself. Take up space. There's enough for us all at the table. So get comfortable and go make your presence known. I see you dating multiple people, having multiple options. 7 of Cups, Knight of Wands. So yeah, you're tapping into this. I love it. And I think along the way of you doing so, you're going to attract a lot of community, a lot of people that make you feel like family. Who knows, some of these options you have, like maybe they just turn into friends, that's okay. But the 10 of Cups, I do like to see that. This does feel like even through all of this, you're going to be attracting happiness, fulfillment, and joy. So work on your self-concept, listen to affirmations, take risks, take chances, be unconventional, and be free. That's the message today. So I'm going to leave that with you. I do pray that this brought you some peace of mind and clarity. Again, let me know how it resonated. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for me. Help me exchange the energy. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night whenever you're watching. I will see you again soon.